Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. My executive producer, just before I started this webisode, said to me that it takes a big man to admit when he's wrong or when I said something wrong, and I cussed. So the webisode is about to start, and I cussed. I used the S word, and I didn't mean it, but the reason I did is that frigging Bruce, I could punch him out. I gave him a shirt, like, you know, not Pa, but I gave him a shirt that said Scoop, and you'll see it. It says Scoop, and the son of a gun wouldn't even put it on. I thought it was a clever thing. We're trying to draw attention to you, so you'll look at it as Scoop, but he wouldn't put it on. So I cussed. What can I tell you? Anyway, we're at Tony Denison's house in the Hollywood Hills, and I showed you a little bit of Tony about 2 episodes ago. Tony Denison, I'm the closer with, what's her name? Kyra Sedgwick. I think that's Kevin Bacon's wife. She's the lead. Tony is her boss. It's a great series. Anyway, Tony Denison has a lot of great things to say. He's a good man. He's my friend. He's on a good path. He's got a lot, you'll see, I'm rambling on that. But just watch this, and remember, thank you everybody, because you're the ones who are writing in, you're blogging on ProfitOrMadmanTV.com. Thank you, keep blogging, share the videos, share the journey. Please, that's all I can say is please do that. It's helping so much. The momentum is great, and I sound like a salesman, so I'll stop. Thank you very much. Use that God-given, loving, wonderful soul you got, and then speak your piece about what we're doing. So, Bruce, could you give us a little guided number here, please? And no bullshit, please help us.
All right. Well, why don't we just relax for a minute? Okay.
As much as we strive for unconditional love, if you do something like really wonderful and you say, "Oh wow," and somebody comes over and goes, "Attaboy," suddenly you go, "Oh, that feels nice, that attaboy." Unconditional love's out the window. It really is out the window because you're like, "Oh yeah." But maybe you get to the point where somebody goes, "Attaboy," and you go, "Yeah, okay," and you just go on with your day. It's hard.
All right.
You know, it's really easy to be a guru and a quote-unquote, you know, holy man if you live up on a mountaintop in the Himalayas. Try doing the same thing in the midst of a city like Los Angeles or New York, or
all right.
You know, you can find at least 10 things every day that you could be grateful for, and you wouldn't repeat yourself once. I mean, you could do this for a year. There's so many things that we can be grateful for. And, you know,
probably a key too, huh? Grateful, be grateful.
Gratitude and attitude of gratitude and appreciation. It's like every day you're on this side of the ground, you got a shot. I'm not necessarily a big proponent of good and bad and, you know, evil and positive and negative, but I believe in connected and disconnected. And when we're disconnected, we know it, whether we want to admit it or not, because we're unhappy. Whatever floats your boat, that floats your boat. As long as you don't come over and hit me over the head with a stick to say, you got to believe the same thing I believe. I don't care what you believe. You're happy? Go ahead and believe it, as long as it doesn't interfere with my beliefs. It's okay to want these things. I mean, in fact, if I gave you everything you wanted right now, it would crush you through the floor. You couldn't play with it all. But if you ask yourself the question right now in this moment, do I have everything I need? The answer is yeah. You have everything you need right now. But everything you want, no, you don't. So when you find a way of reducing the demands, the wants, and say, calm down, relax, take, like Bruce said, breathe, and say, you know, right now, everything's fine. You know, how can I? And then we feel better. Well, then, you know, far be it for me to judge you for the things that you say and the things that you do and the things that you think. Far be it for me to do that. Apparently, these bugs, previously wingless, grew wings and flew to the other plant. The point of it was, if an insect, you know, myopically focused on its immediate survival, could say, food, life, okay, could look at the thing and create a wing to fly there, what could we do? I mean, what are we capable of? Think about it. I think everybody, you know, has a shot at some kind of greatness. And along the way, depending on what womb or whose womb you drop out of, you know, we're all dealt like a really strange hand. The race mind, the universal thought says this is solid, so it's solid. But if we thought differently, maybe we could see through the molecules. Maybe we could see the molecules in the water, and walk on water, because we could step right where the molecules are. Who knows?